Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche la NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And here's a look at some numbers for Ja Morant.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. White is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Mobley. Then it's Jalen Johnson. And it's Butler in at the 3. And for San Antonio, they've got Anthony Davis. Morant is out there with Connect. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. Entering the home stretch of the season, GA, how excited are you for the play-in tournament?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, Kevin. You can go from a 10th seed to making the playoffs. It makes this part of the year that much more entertaining.
Now here's Morant. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the 76ers. Johnson the screen. Caruso kicks to Johnson. Mobley trying to free himself up. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Davis against Johnson. Clock at 6. And White kicks to Caruso. Blocked again. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Morant. 11-point game his last outing. Poeltl with a screen on White. Morant against Caruso. Mobley with the block. Butler passes to White. Now here's Johnson. Here's Butler, coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City.
And the release of Butler's jumper, it's so smooth. He has no problem knocking it down from mid-range.
Pass to Davis. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
This is the defensive intensity you have to have against Davis inside, but he still powers through it.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Caruso finds White. Here's Butler, defended by Poeltl. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Butler can't get that one to fall.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
Back to Davis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he is looking confident Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Butler. Caruso with the ball. Over connect. Caruso, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Drills the three-pointer.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
And here is Butler, following John Morant's three.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Back to Davis. Pass to Pirtle. Spurs working the ball around now. Morant kicks to Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
Well, Davis gets to the line a lot, and people don't talk about it, but he's an excellent foul shooter.
And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
That free throw, no good. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And he sinks the second.
And with Davis, you know what you're getting, a nightly double-double threat and a versatile defender.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Thunder. White dishes to Mobley. To the middle, here's Johnson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one's on Morant. The 76ers shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And he knocks down the first one. And Johnson drops them both. Now here's Morant. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game. Pass to Pirtle. Now Davis. Over Johnson. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Butler on the way. Guarded by Kuzma. Fires from the line. Buries the jump shot.
And Butler, someone you got to stay with in that pick and roll. All he needs is a little space, and he is ready to fire.
Here's Connect. Scoreless thus far. To the paint. From 8. Mobley misses. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Morant passes to Davis. Here's Kuzma. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Jimmy Butler.
And such a determined scorer. When challenging the defense, Kuzma won't take no for an answer.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
One shot.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
Oh, the great thing about Kuzma is he's so well-rounded. He can do a little bit of everything on the floor.
Mobley, a screen on Kuzma. Got a piece of it. Butler dishes to Mobley. Sends his first day in the league, Richard. Evan Mobley has been an elite defender.
And that's why he's been compared to Hall of Famers like Kevin Garnett. But we still need to see him develop the offensive end for those comparisons, to be fair.
The first free throw is good.
One look at Evan Mobley, and you can see he is built for this position. The height, the length, he's got all the physical gifts that a power forward could ask for.
And Morant's got the ball here for San Antonio. It's a three-point game. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Here's Davis. The shot from the low post is good. Davis has got 7.
This is Davis at his scariest. Impact defense and instant offense. That is a nice combination.
Spurs leading by 5. Kuzma outside. Pass to Pirtle. White against Morant. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Ooh, Caruso's got that good eye. He can spot any opening.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Greg Popovich.
Now, we talked about facing off against Jimmy Butler, and the coach said, you have to compete. No one in the league plays harder than Jimmy. He's a guy who gives his all on both ends, so you can't take one possession off. Jimmy Butler, truly a two-way star. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. The Spurs making a switch here. Mann's checked in. The three from Davis. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. 10 points for him.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
White finds Butler. Mobley sets the pick for Butler. And Pirtle sends it back.
He's quick to read and react on D. Pirtle can really disrupt an opponent's offense.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Six to shoot. Here's Johnson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Anthony Davis. Putting up 26 points per, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, this last stretch, it has been unbelievable to watch him get going on the glass, and it's been reflective in the stat sheet.
No good on that one. Chris Paul's checked in for White. Second free throw, no good. San Antonio leading by 6. Loads it up for Davis. And taken away by Paul. Here's Mobley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Jimmy Butler.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Free throw good, Mobley.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Trace Jackson Davis comes in for Johnson. And it's White in for Alex Caruso. Well, these are players that have a job to do, and they've been doing it very well. Here's a look at the top passing point guards in the NBA over the course of the past 10 games. Ja Morant is second.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
It's fun to watch these guys in action. Their creativity, the vision they have, it's point guard play at its best.
No good on the free throw.
And Davis remains a dominant presence on both ends of the floor.
And the second free throw, good. The 76ers trail by 5. Down low, Pirtle with the steal. Inside, here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
He can dominate, beat you up in so many ways, and Davis is giving that D, he's giving them problems tonight.
Mobley, a screen on Morant. Paul against Morant. Shot clock at 5. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Spurs leading by 7. Here's Connect. Got a piece of it. Now White. No scoring in this one. Paul kicks to Butler. Mobley a screen. Elbow shot. And that's good for 2.
And that jump shot of Butler is really smooth. He just rises up comfortably there and makes it look effortless.
Now here's Morant. Outside, Davis. Morant scanning the floor. And stolen by Mobley. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, and Mobley's teammates love throwing lobs his way. Why? Because he catches pretty much anything you throw up there.
And it's Pirtle at the elbow. It's stolen by White. And now Philadelphia on the break. Paul finds Butler. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
And a moment to see numbers for Ja Morant. And ranked among the top 10 in scoring, he can fill it up with the best of them.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery to the inside. And stolen by Mobley. Right side, White. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the 76ers lead by 1. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Now here's Paul, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Butler deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Davis with a screen on White. Morant with a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
They get it back. Pirtle. Mobley with the block.
Sensational swat from Mobley. I love how hard he goes on the defensive end.
Down low, here's Davis. And he gets it back. Now here's Morant for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 6. To the wing on the left. To the paint. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
A premier player in this league, Davis with another huge night, showing why he is an NBA champion.
They set the pick. Inside, it's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Plumlee is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Trent's checked in for Connect. And Mike Conley subbed in for Morant. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Butler. Good, nice job down low. Butler's got 15 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Ball against Conley. Pass to Kuzma. 5 to shoot. The layup missed. And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Back to the action in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Plumlee. Then it's Conley. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Connect in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Kuzma. Following the shot by Chris Paul. Pass to Conley. And here's Plumlee. Jackson Davis defending. The shot's good from Kuzma.
That is a great possession. Get Kuzma the ball, and Kyle will drill those catch-and-shoot chances.
And here is Paul. He had 13 points in the win against Oklahoma City.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pass to Connect. Conley sets a screen for Connect. Fires the three. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Paul. Still without a basket. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Such a good facilitator. If your defense makes a mistake, Paul will find the open man.
Conley with the screen on Ellis. Back to Conley. And he lays it straight in.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Davis is checked in for San Antonio. Ja Morant comes in for Michael Conley. Now here's Plumlee. Jackson Davis defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Davis using his size.
I'm going to be honest, Anthony Davis could do this all night. Inside the paint, his frame just gives him too much of an advantage.
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. To take a look at the Spurs, their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens. Here's Paul. Nothing on the board. Ellis outside. Caruso sets the screen for Ellis. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Johnson kicks to Caruso. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
This is what I love about Caruso, his willingness to accept the contact on the way up.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Morant's got the ball here for San Antonio. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. And that one will start off a 3-game.
Nice finish. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Philadelphia leading by 4. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
San Antonio's gone 1 or 2 on 3 corners here in the second quarter so far.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
The 76ers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Back to Paul. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Paul's got his first points of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Davis. Good D by Johnson. The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. It's stolen by Davis. And a fast break now for the Spurs. It's blocked. Paul with the ball. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Ellis. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Johnson. Ellis outside. 4 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17. And rebounded by Connect. Connect's got 4 rebounds in this game. Plumlee with it. Defended by Caruso. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Plumlee.
Worked that one inside nicely.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the Spurs with some changes. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Plumlee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Alec Burks. And Trent subbed in for Connect. Philadelphia also making some changes. Mobley, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Butler comes in for Ellis. And it's White in for Chris Paul. Now, here's Butler. 15 points in the game. And Mobley throws it down.
Smooth move there by Mobley off the pick, making himself a good scoring option.
Pass to Davis. Johnson with the block. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Here's Morant. Clock at 6. Drives to the hoop. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Now, here's Butler. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Free throw, good Butler. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Outside Butler. Holds it up there for Mobley. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Kuzma. Caruso grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 3. Outside Butler. To the middle. And there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist by Butler. Mobley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
High post, Davis. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
You love how competitive Butler is. He insists on taking his shot despite the foul.
For Philadelphia, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. The free throw drops for Butler.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Ellis is checked in for Philadelphia. And so Butler nails both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
White against Morant. Six on the shot clock. Pulls up. San Antonio again missing. White against Morant. Here's Butler. Oh, tough play by Butler.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. The 76ers third.
The energy that they're playing with on D has been tremendous the past month, challenging every shot, making things hard on every opponent.
Spurs trail by 9. Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Pirtle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Davis. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Clock is at 3. Here's Kuzma.
How about the edge Butler plays with? Has a fire in his eyes on defense and just always tries to shut his man down.
White the pass to Butler. Inside, Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Davis. And that one comes up a bit short.
The one thing he and his coach have in common, they'll both have nightmares about this quarter. Yikes.
And it's Butler missing. Spurs trail by 11. Kuzma passes to Morant. Outside, Davis. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Sometimes Morant just makes this look effortless. He's such a gifted passer.
Johnson with a screen on Kuzma. Butler attacking, can't hit from in close.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Out left to the wing. Back to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
White dishes to Butler. Fades back. It doesn't go either for Butler.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And here's Davis for 3. Rebounded by Ellis.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Nice move. And it's White missing. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, they really got held down in that one. If you can't get points on the board, then you're pretty much beat no matter what.
Now here's White after the miss from Jakob Poeltl. Shots good by Ellis.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Spurs trail by 10. To the left side wing. Morant finds Poeltl. Back to Morant. Trent outside. A 3 ball. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The 76ers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And he makes the first. so he hits both.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Now Morant. 9 points in the game so far. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
The Spurs have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Both free throws good from Morant.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
And here is Butler. Mobley a screen on Kuzma. Three-pointer, Butler can't hit that one. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. With a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the San Antonio Spurs. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the San Antonio Spurs.
If they want to get back in this game, they need to stop fouling. Fouls result in easy free throws.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
The 76ers leading by 10. And so in the game for the 76ers, Jimmy Butler is out there with Johnson. And it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Derek White. And it's Mobley in at the 5 down low.
And he's never been shy about asserting his dominance. This is classic Jimmy Butler play so far.
Mobley with the block. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Outside, Davis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
What I like about AD is that he uses everything at his disposal.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. And so here is Philadelphia. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. Now, here's Butler. Mobley sets the pick for Butler. He's looking for Mobley and finds him.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
And Morant's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs, trailing by 13. Here's the floater. Mobley with the block. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Here's Butler. 24 points for him. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
One shot.
Free throw, good Butler.
And free throws have never really been an issue for Butler. Makes a living at the line.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Johnson, the pass to Caruso. Now Mobley, guarded by Morant. Count that one from Mobley. Mobley's got 4 this quarter.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Morant against White. Davis setting the pick for Morant to the inside.
He's just so savvy at drawing fouls. Davis gets to the line almost as much as anyone.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Butler. And he banks in the layup. Butler's got 29 in the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. Second in field goal percentage, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot. Now here's Morant. He's got 11. Here's Davis. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
It's the confidence I love when Davis just catches it and shoots it. He doesn't second-guess himself. He just lets it fly.
Mobley, a screen on Morant. Right the pass to Caruso. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Caruso. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for San Antonio. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Man. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. RG, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years. You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Fast to connect. For the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Butler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, and all eyes were on Butler, but he has the vision to find the open man.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
Now here's Morant. He's got 14. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto where they'll take on the Raptors. And then on Tuesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit. They'll take on the Pistons.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
6 to shoot. Here's Davis. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Johnson. Butler kicks to White. And it's Morant with the rebound. Spurs trail by 17. Davis sets a screen. The three. And Ja Morant, good for the three. Morant's got 17 now.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
Johnson against Davis. Over Johnson. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 28.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Butler against Kuzma. Pass to Caruso. Mobley sets the pick for Caruso. That three off the mark. San Antonio's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Shoots it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. White with it. 5 points in the game. Takes it inside. Johnson outside. Pass to Caruso. Johnson surveying the floor. It's Mobley, top of the key. Three-pointer. Hurdle with the block. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that had the most second-chance points on the season. The Spurs second.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
And San Antonio has possession after the missed three from Evan Mobley. It's Davis on the wing. Back to Morant. Screen by Pirtle. White against Morant. The three-pointer, no good. The 76ers leading by 11. White the pass to Butler. Johnson with a screen on Kuzma. And Davis sends it back.
It's the length of Davis that makes it so hard to shoot over top of.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Morant. Pirtle with a screen on White. To the paint. And it's Pirtle that time on the assist by Morant. Pirtle's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Spurs. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Some changes for Philadelphia. Green comes in for Jalen Johnson. And Chris Paul subbed in for Alex Caruso. San Antonio on defense. Down low, they could use a bucket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
And how about the strength inside there from Butler? Just excellent at finding ways to get the D to foul him down low.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. And San Antonio has possession. It's a 10-point game. Screen by Pirtle. To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Mobley.
Just staying active. That's a big part of Pirtle's game.
The Spurs have gone 9 of 13 from the line. First one falls for him.
Obviously, Pearl has been well coached in his career, but absorbing the wisdom, that's something you got to do yourself, and it's paying off for him right now.
He doesn't get the second one. And so Green will bring it up for the 76ers. They have a 9-point lead. Pass to Butler. And they double up Butler. White, wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
And stolen by White. To the paint. Wants to get it to Butler and does. A putback. They get a hand on it. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Pirtle. Morant against White. 6 on the shot clock. And then Morant slams it in.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Ball looking over the floor. 76ers moving the ball around. Mobley outside. Here's the three. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Morant dishes to Davis. Ball against Morant. And the Spurs scoring again.
Just taking what the defense gives them. Morant keeping it simple on offense. I love it.
Paul right side. Now here's White. He's got 5. Count that bucket. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Morant. And a missed layup. The 76ers leading by 7. Paul outside. Mobley outside. There's 1:47 left to play here in the third.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of body there to cover. Mobley using that to his advantage.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Alec Burks comes in for Anthony Davis. Trent's checked in for Knet. And it's Mike Conley in for Morant. Free throw good, Mobley. Spurs trail by 10. Pass to Plumlee. Burks for 3. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 6 rebounds in the game. .127 left here in the third quarter. And Mobley throws it down hard.
Putting a little something extra on that one. Mobley showing off his skills around that rim.
And it's Trent in the corner. Back to Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Burks. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Burks has got his first basket of the night. The 76ers leading by 10. Green with a screen on Burks. Here's Butler. A rebound by the Spurs. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound in this one. Conley against Paul. Now here's Conley. He's guarded closer. Back to Kuzma. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
Free throw good, Kuzma. And both free throws good for Kuzma. Philadelphia leading by 8. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
This guy is a high flyer, I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Conley against Paul. Now here's Conley, guarded closer. Inside. Here's Plumlee. He can't hit that time. Jimmy Butler has been on display for Philadelphia, and his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Terrence Mann. Gary Trent is out there with Conley. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Kuzma in at the 4 spot.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now here's Paul. Ellis outside. They set the screen beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. And the 76ers lead by 11.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Stolen by Ellis. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Conley, the pass to Kuzma. Now Plumlee. Clock at 6. Back to Kuzma. Over Johnson. Kuzma can't get it to go. The 76ers leading by 13. To the inside. The shot's good from Paul.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
And San Antonio shooting around 41% on the night. Kuzma outside. Trent setting the pick for Kuzma. With the teardrop. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Conley against Paul. Pass to Johnson. The rebound by the Spurs. To the wing right side. And here's Plumlee. Shot to stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Plumlee's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Pass to Caruso. Misses the layup.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Now here's Conley. Plumlee with a screen on Paul. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Wide open shot is on the money.
And what a smart player Conley is. Able to analyze defenses in pick and rolls and make the right read.
Johnson kicks to Caruso. Releases. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Kuzma outside. Conley against Paul. Conley, the pass to Kuzma. Fires from the wing. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Caruso. Drops in the tray. And the 76ers lead by 16.
Oh, this is big for Caruso's confidence. When he's hitting from deep, oh, he looks to score even more.
Pass to Plumlee. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Plumlee. Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Morant in for Mike Conley. Then for the 76ers, Evan Mobley's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's White in for Chris Paul. Poeltl with the steal. Davis inside. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's Davis missing. The 76ers leading by 16. And here's White. Over in the corner, Ellis. To the middle. Here's Mobley. Great D that time from Davis. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Spurs. Trent outside. Pass to Davis. Fader on the way. And it's White with the rebound.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Butler passes to Mobley. Missed inside. Spurs trail by 16. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To end the cold streak. Offensive rebound. Pirtle. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Is one of Pirtle's greatest strengths is offensive rebound. He just has a nose for finding second chance points.
Ellis outside. Mobley right side. Rebound San Antonio. Morant outside. Pass to Pirtle. It's Davis on the wing. Spurs passing it around. White against Morant. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
The agility, the athleticism. Morant sometimes, I don't know, he just seems unstoppable to me.
A different look now for San Antonio. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Terrence Mann. And it's Connect in for Trent. That's good from Morant. Here's White. Pass to Butler. From downtown. A rebound by the Spurs. Connects. Got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pirtle with the ball. Morant with it. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Pass to Johnson. Another miss by Philadelphia. Spurs trail by 11. And stolen by Butler. Mobley left side. Stolen by Connect. Kuzma against Mobley. Kuzma kicks to Morant. Here's Connect. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist here tonight. The 76ers leading by 8. Butler with the ball. Johnson with a screen on Kuzma.
Look at Butler. They're just attacking the rim. Really skilled at drawing the contact and creating fouls.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness. Got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
And the first one at the line is good. The 76ers making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. And so Butler nails both of them. Spurs trail by 10. Now here's Morant. Pass to Connect. On the wing, Davis. He's guarded by Johnson. Mobley with the block.
Already a stellar defender. Mobley proving he can be relied on to anchor for this team.
Now Connect. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Morant against White. And it's Morant missing. And so White will bring it up for the 76ers. Pass to Caruso. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Inside, and it's Davis finishing it off.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
White goes in. Here's Mobley, and it goes down 2 points. Mobley's got 25 points in the game.
Everyone on his team has to be loving this. Great to see Mobley finding his offensive rhythm.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the act.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Now Butler. Mobley a screen on Kuzma. Butler passes to Mobley. Johnson outside. Caruso kicks to White. Hits the three-point bomb. And the 76ers lead by 12.
Really nice pass there by Caruso. This man's got some game.
Pirtle with a screen on White. Morant passes to Pirtle. There's another block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Pass to Butler. Shoots over Kuzma. Butler, no good.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Kuzma outside. White against Morant. Just 5 on the clock. And it's White with the rebound. White's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Butler. Mobley sets the pick for Butler to the inside. And Mobley throws it down.
When you're looking at top pick-and-roll partners, Mobley is squarely in that discussion.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the 76ers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under the belt.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Evan Mobley.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. White against Morant. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jimmy, you have been outspoken about the need for maximum effort. Was it part of your plan to grab wins like the one we saw tonight?
It wasn't a part of my plan, but whatever works, works. I think we got a bunch of talented guys, and at times we forget how hard we got to play. On the road, at home, this is how we got to play basketball.
All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. See you next time.